day.
Another week down.
Don't mind me if I sound a little different. I'm battling a little elements here. You know, New York cold weather came and snuck into my lungs.
Trying to avoid the plague.
Yeah, so we got a divider up between us tonight. It's like a little partition here. So, we can't high-five each other like we normally do. So, you know what we're going to talk about?
Walking Dead, baby.
My lord.
Probably my favorite episode
You want to
in the
talk about
past 6 seasons,
just
by far.
overall devastation
Insanity.
from
Came out of absolutely nowhere.
from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it started a little slow, like maybe 2 minutes. And then
2 minutes.
and then it was 40 minutes of just
Carol shanking everybody, just going crazy.
she is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where the look came from in my eyes. She's got her face disguised.
Such a good idea.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
I need a Carol.
Would you have thought of that?
I honestly, I doubt it. I'd probably I'd be the gorilla in the china closet. I'd be running around destroying everything I could as fast as I could, out of breath, and just probably get attacked from being like just out of breath.
Running all over the place.
Just completely exhausted.
Hold on, time out.
Guys, wait.
I need to catch my breath.
Hold on. I'm sick. I can't breathe, and I just killed like 18 of your people
Just
in a matter of 60 seconds. So no, I need a break.
blood everywhere.
Oh man, good
So
stuff. Good stuff.
So good.
So we can, you know what? Let's start. We're gonna kick it back to last week, where we ended with our scenario. Got pretty good response.
We gave our answers already.
We did. We gave our answers, but we can refresh real quick if you want. You went with.
Basically, I was saying it went off of what you did before the apocalypse. I mean, I would take people in regardless.
Okay.
Because you brought up a valid point. If you don't know anything, like, we can teach you the way we want it to, the way we want things done.
Correct.
Not that we're pros at this, but we have done our research.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
What you've done in the past, whether I'm going with electrical, plumbing, even doctors, psychologists, that would be a big thing.
Yeah, serving a purpose.
Yeah.
Just what did you do that can serve a purpose for us?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Bring your diploma, like
basically. Dude, I need your credentials.
Some type of certification, license, anything.
Download them.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you can't. So just some from response we received over Facebook and Twitter, our email and everything. Few people, for the most part, everybody is pretty much across the board. There were some people that were just saying, like, listen, I've seen other shows, or I've seen it too many times. So, people are out for themselves. Mm-hmm. So, there's a pretty good response to, like,
Jim
hey,
had the best one.
Yeah, see you later. Yeah, Jim, thank you, Jim. He said, after watching Z Nation, I'd say good luck and see you later.
Have you watched that show?
I actually I wiped out the whole first season.
You killed it?
I killed the whole
You
first
didn't tell
season.
me?
I did. Told you the other day at the diner.
I don't listen.
Thank you. That's obvious. Because you were talking about iZombie, which I tried watching last night.
Right.
Passed out. I just passed out.
Yeah.
It's some chick who's like a zombie now, and she eats
I liked
brains.
it. I did that. I don't know. I like it.
It reminds me of that lame movie that came out with like the guy who got bit, but he's still like not dead, but he's got a girlfriend. I'm just like, what
was that?
Terrible.
That was
I call it terrible.
He was like jump starting his heart, like because he was falling in love with the chick.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
Some of the other responses we received, basically everyone said, I would take someone in. I would try to trust them, hoping that they weren't playing this possum game.
Yeah.
Like, like a Carol. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at me. I know how to bake a great, Carol. My God, I can't talk right now. I can bake, like, anything you want. I can make a great casserole.
I can make pasta.
Yeah, I can, and then you get, she comes out next thing you know, she's stabbing you in the kidney and harvesting your liver and, whatever.
And you're eating that in a casserole.
Yeah. Thanks. But yeah, so that's pretty much the overwhelming response is that most people would accept them and have them serve a purpose. Mm-hmm. Show us your worth. Mm-hmm. my response to some of these people who were, writing into us, I gave them a nice little paragraph. I said, in accordance with Beazt policy, depending on how you answer our questions and the condition of your disparity, we will take some, quote unquote, in. But you will be watched and observed just like you're in a probation period.
It sounds like an official document. Did you have a lawyer with you?
I wrote that up. I did that at work.
It sounded like you had a lawyer with you as you were writing.
No,
that.
it's just
I was reading that. I'm like, did you write that?
I did. Thank
I was
you.
very impressed, man.
I did stay at a Holiday Inn once, so I could be a lawyer.
I love it.
So yeah, that was good. That was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
And I already have. I can't wait until we get to our next one because it's going to be an important one.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that.
We definitely have to spend a good portion breaking this episode down, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's start in the beginning because we had a little discussion, and I feel like we need to carry it over to this.
Okay.
Right off the bat, the tortoise killer. The tortoise killer.
Yeah, I'm watching this and I'm saying, but can't you get salmonella from eating a raw, uncooked turtle?
If you don't have fire, I mean, I don't know if I could bring myself to do it.
Right.
Because she was just all nonchalant about it, making little pictures with the bones, like having a good time.
She put JSS with it.
Which,
I mean, yeah, we
missed the last part.
Apparently, there was some issue where my partner and I decided to miss the little note that was slipped to Carl before she bounced out of town. So we're trying to figure out what JSS meant. A lot of them are not nice. So we're traditional guy responses to what that would be. So I don't know if we should even touch base on that.
All right.
I mean, we can. I mean, I came up with Jesus says suck it, but then I realized there's no I.
No I.
Because, I mean, what do you do from there? And then I said...
the last one was a good one.
Just sloppy sluts.
Yeah, that one was my favorite.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
But, of course it means...
just survive somehow.
Just survive somehow. I mean, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with Jesus.
I wonder where she got that.
Sloppy sluts.
Sloppy sluts.
So...
Oh, that was the best one.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking to myself, she's going to be dead soon from some kind of poisoning. I'm happy Carl didn't make out with her, because then he would spread to him, right? And Carl,
I mean, Daryl was eating squirrels.
But that's a squirrel. He cooks them.
No, he didn't.
When did he eat raw squirrel?
If you look back, there is an episode.
I think that's different.
No, it can't be. How is that different?
Because
it's a rodent.
Yeah, but they don't carry... Yeah, I get it. It's not a rat, though.
It's still a rodent.
But it's not here's the thing. Fish, chicken... these are all things that need to be cooked. Turtle falls in that category.
But I feel like a squirrel falls into that category also.
No, because you can eat raw red meat. You can eat raw red meat.
So
a certain, not a lot.
Of meat would a turtle be classified under?
The classification is anything that swims, flies, or... I don't know, jumps through hoops.
I don't know. She looked lonely. I feel like she needed a pet.
Yeah, so she ate it.
Yeah. I would
come here, Franklin.
Ralph. Franklin? That's even better.
Come here, Franklin. Oh, poor Franklin. He's dead now.
Poor little guy.
What are you going to do?
So after they said that, that was actually raw chicken, and they put some type of mint on, made it whatever they use for blood, and then she said it tasted like mint dressing, I guess. That's how she got through it, and the shell as she was eating it. That's what they said, because she was
behind the scenes. You're
right?
Talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Okay. I'm like, wait, she went to the woods. And
she found mint.
I found the canned mint from Thanksgiving, and garnished my turtle with it. Yeah, good stuff. I was like, wait, where's this coming from?
No. And then they showed her. She was hesitant to walk through the gates. Mm-hmm. I didn't know because she was by herself. She was with her parents, and then she had to watch them die.
Mm-hmm.
And then as she got to the gates of their sanctuary,
right,
she was about to turn around and then changed her mind. And then obviously she's there now. being Carl's little squeeze.
Yeah,
There's a little love triangle going on there. Stupid Ron. God, I hate Ron.
Oh, he really needs to go. He bothers me. He's such a, for lack of a better word, wussy.
Mm-hmm.
He is just a wuss, 100%. And yeah, he. I hope the next coming
I
episodes.
don't know what his problem is. He's like overly dramatic, and
his problem is he's a wussy, like mama's boy, little priss. In the meantime, Carl's got to save him.
mm-hmm.
And then after Carl saves him,
because he saw that she was his little.
well,
that's
yeah.
the love triangle between him.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but like
I keep forgetting her name. What the hell was her name?
Turtle.
Turtle Girl.
Can we call her Turtle Girl? We call her JSS.
JSS.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I mean, Ron is he's a wuss, man. Like
Yeah.
he's standing there crying. Basically, his mom just got done annihilating that chick with a pair of surgical scissors. Great. I love the finishing shot right before the commercial break. She stabs her about 1,900 times in her chest,
Mm-hmm.
stops and looks at her, and then she's like, "Oh, the head," and just whack. Cut to commercial, please. I was like, "What just happened?"
But that was her crossing over to what Rick has been trying to feed these people
Right.
since he got there.
Yeah.
And I think everybody, if they haven't realized it already, everybody's finally starting to realize that,
Yeah.
maybe he wasn't crazy. The world is a little bit nuttier than
Well, yeah, because
they've been sheltered this whole time.
towards the end there, when Deanna, her son is walking next to oh my God, Maggie, and he's asking her, he's like, "Is this what it's really like out there?" Oh no, I'm
that's her
sorry,
son.
it wasn't Maggie. It was it wasn't
No,
Maggie.
I think that was Maggie.
No, it wasn't. It was
Oh,
the chick that's
why
with.
are we so bad with names?
I don't know. Listen, we watched the show for the blood and gore, not for who's named what.
Not for the characters.
Yeah, but anyway, he's walking and he's asking her. He's like, "Is this what it's really like on the outside?" And for once again, lack of a better word, like, "Yeah, motherfucker, what do you think? What do you think it's like out there?
What do you think is going on?
You think we're out there picking daisies?
Yeah. And then it all starts with that poor shish kebab. It's
Richard?
Richard.
Richard, what do you see up there?
Richard.
Richard wants to say, "I see Molotov cocktails hitting my head."
See a flaming bottle coming out of my face.
Richard, what do you see? I'm dead.
Yeah, and then just chaos ensues from there.
Yeah, and I mean graphic chaos, like in just de-limbing people,
And you could see
dismemberment of bodies.
Yeah, and you could see when Carol flips that. Like we were saying, flips that switch.
Yeah,
Where she knows she's got to go into beast mode.
yeah. Well, she watches. She watches the that guy, one of the wolves, basically dismember the woman.
Yeah, yep.
She has to kill her. And it's right at that moment you kind of just see her like look up, take that breath, and it's just like you could see like switch.
Yep.
And then she's dressed as Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Hood over her head.
Blood W.
Paint her face with blood all over her.
Rosita.
Rosita.
Rosita was her name. Yes. Thank you, Google.
That was the one who
just name drop Google.
Talking to...
Paychecks coming. So anyway, yeah. So that's... He was talking to Rosita about it. And she basically looks at him and says, "Yeah, pal.
It's real.
It's real.
This
This is what it's like. Blood and guts everywhere." So yeah, I just the nonstop violent killing that ensued, and I need to express my frustration and anger with Morgan. It's just
see, I stand on the other side with this.
No,
I stand on the other side with this. I know he has to kill people. He's been there before, but he's come, I guess, back from that. I guess you can say.
I don't care
because
I don't care.
Before Carol came up and popped the guy when he was tying him up with Gabriel, the priest.
Oh, you're trying to tell me that guy was about to divulge information?
No, well, he was saying, I don't remember what he was saying.
He said, "You can't stay here." obviously we can't stay here because now you guys found us.
Right, but the Carol just comes along and just shoots him.
Beautiful.
Hands him the gun. I can't.
What do you mean?
No, I understand if they're being attacked and
these guys just basically bombarded where you're home.
Right.
Think about it. We're sitting here.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden 30 people start bum rushing my house with swords and knives and
no, yeah, that's the part I guess. Yeah, I guess I can understand.
And he wants to set people free. You can leave now. No, you ain't leaving because you're going to go get more people.
I want to know why. At what point these people were so far gone? Because they weren't there raiding for food.
Yeah, they were there to take it over. They wanted to kill everyone and take it over, or just
But I don't think they wanted to take it over.
They wanted all the guns. That's why Carol was like, "We need to get to the gun safe. We need to be able to protect the guns."
Mm-hmm.
And it just.
So you really are that out on Morgan, huh?
Yeah, right now, and I'm hoping it changed. I'm hoping it changed when he had to kill the guy in the house in the last scene.
We don't know if he killed him. We assume that he killed him.
I mean, from the way because he says, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. Okay.
And then throws that.
That's true.
Fire looked to me like a finishing touch.
Like a haymaker.
Hey, here it is. Yeah, sorry, but I'm gonna have to kill you.
He's like Master Splinter with that thing. He's just like flings that thing around. It's awesome to watch.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's different. It's kind of like how Michonne has a sword. It's different. And now he's got that bow stick. But the whole setting people free thing, he lets that group of 6 people go. The one guy stops and picks up a gun.
That's going to come back. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it's going to come back in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And I have an idea of what's going to happen.
Yeah, me too. I think he's going to get shot.
I think
maybe not.
I feel like that's going to be the point where we're going to lose a Daryl.
I don't think it's going to be a death shot.
You don't think so?
No, I think it'll be like,
I'm calling it. I'm calling one of the main characters gets killed by that guy, and it's Morgan's fault.
It can't be. It can't be a main character. It's not going to be a Daryl or a Rick or a Carol. Okay. You lose one of those 3 people, even Michonne. Yeah. You lose one of those 4. Mm-hmm. There will probably be riots. You're laughing. But I guarantee
you're absolutely true.
If I post that question on our social media, I guarantee the overwhelming response will be, I will riot.
There will be a thunderous roar as every single remote controller gets thrown against the wall.
Do you know how bad their ratings would plummet if they killed Daryl? Every woman in the zombie-loving apocalypse loves Daryl.
Yes.
Norman Reedus that's their love crush.
I mean, we're getting to the point where there's nothing but main characters. I mean, the one character I can do without...
this past episode, look, you had Rosita, you had Deanna, you had, you didn't even have Maggie, wasn't there that much. You had Carl.
But I'm saying, like, it's starting to dwindle down where, they're clipping characters. Like, there's the only ones that are left are the ones that we've grown attached to. Even Rosita, even though she's only been in it for a little while.
Right. And I mean, you still have Abraham. I mean, there's a lot of people left, man. You got Glenn. I know Abraham. I'm waiting for them to really bring him about more. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to happen until later on. And I do know that they got to make room for other names that are coming according to what their all their playwrights or whatever, all their all the upcoming episodes and stuff, and according to the comic books, there's a really bad dude lurking in the background, and I believe he's coming. That's from the comics, right? I've heard this from a few people. Yeah, but I know the wolves aren't even the worst. No, really? They're really not. Okay, they're not. There's someone coming, and like I said, well, we don't. Yeah, towards the end of supposedly, from what I've read, towards the probably the season 6 finale, the second half. So he's gonna be the main boss. Yeah, I mean, we're speaking in game terminology. Yeah, he's gonna be. He's gonna be. You need to unlock the the key to the world or some shit. The golden gun. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, and that's another thing that I'm excited about. I read recently, and I mean, do I think it might be a little bit too much? It might be, but Kirkman has expressed it like he's never going to reveal how this started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he means that in The Walking Dead, or if he means that between Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead.
They have to cross over at some point.
Somewhere along the line, I imagine. I don't know. Once again, I still think that the
because they're talking about. We're jumping, but in Fear the Walking Dead, they're talking about heading east.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's where they are. So I feel like they're gonna maybe not cross into each other, but I feel like they're gonna show the same path. Like, Rick and the group are there. Like, maybe they'll come across the farm or something like that, or you know what I mean?
No, I don't know how. I don't know if it'll even be these characters that that we see that are there now.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? It could be a whole set of different people by the time they make it that far east.
So he's not even going to tell you how it happened. I mean, obviously it's some type of biological weapon, which is viral and it's affecting everybody. I mean, we know that much so far.
Yeah.
So
it's I mean, I don't want to speculate too much on it. It's going to be whatever they make it out to be, no matter what we want.
Mm-hmm. So now that this episode was nuts, it's going to get even worse because now the Horde is coming.
Yeah, and it's they got to leave. They're going to have to leave. They have to leave now. Like, there's no saving that place. You have however many hundreds to thousands of zombies.
Yeah.
Coming that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's where like they're gonna have to when Rick and them get back and they see what happened, number one, I guarantee Rick is gonna go on a killing spree, because you see him, he already tells them in the previews, whatever's in front of you, whoever's in front of you,
mm-hmm.
you kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter, because
they're just trying to get back at this point.
They're trying to get back, and he knows something went really wrong,
horribly wrong.
And when he gets back there and he sees what happens, it's gonna be. I don't think
they can leave. I mean, they're just gonna keep running and running and running.
Yeah, but they can't.
I mean, they have to go away from the Horde, so they're just gonna keep going. They got to keep going. I mean, they're tired of running.
Well, we talked about this, man. You can never stay in one place for too long. You're always gonna be rolling. Like. I'm gonna go to reference from one of the ebooks I read by A.R. Wise,
mm-hmm.
Deadlocked. Once again, great series of books. They were known, the people were in the group were known as the High Rollers, and what they did was they actually made a traveling convoy out of tractor trailer trucks that they found.
Mm-hmm.
The tankers, they cut the tops of the tankers off,
mm-hmm.
so people could sit inside the tanker but have an open view of the scenery and
mm-hmm.
shoot if they had to. They were just on the move. I mean, they tried to stay at places, but even proven in authors in the books you read, you can't settle down for too long. It's just someone's looking to take it. Someone's always looking. Someone's gone crazy,
mm-hmm.
and they just want to kill. They just have that thirst to kill, and you just got to keep moving, man.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm going to say in another couple episodes, maybe next week's at the end, towards the beginning of the next week, I think they'll be out. I think they really will be like, Rick will be like, get as much as you can together, and we're out of here.
Yeah. There's just no place to go. I mean, there's no place to go.
I don't know what. See, here's the thing.
Head towards New York.
Well, they were gonna have Daryl Abraham lead the zombies 20 miles away.
Yeah.
I don't know what 20 miles away was.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe whatever they were gonna direct the zombies to
mm-hmm.
is gonna be where they go.
Oh.
I don't know. Throwing that out there. I'm just tossing it
Once
out
again,
there.
I did not think of that.
Pick it up, run with it.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a very, very valid point.
I thought, I mean, I just kind of, once again, it's just something that's storylines. You know what I mean? Like what was said. How can I link things? You know, and that's just what I kind of do and try to do. Is I try to get these story links where it's they were gonna lead these zombies somewhere, 20 miles away.
They have to take care of these wolves now.
Well,
wherever they go, they're just gonna follow them.
Of course,
they're just gonna follow them. And the only reason why they really found out where they are and how to infiltrate it was a little friend, who was trying to who actually recruited Rick and everybody.
Andrew.
Yeah,
Andrew.
And I missed this. I didn't realize that was his bag, but it had all the photos in it. Had their of their entire layout.
Yep. Those were the pictures that Andrew brought to show them when he was trying to recruit them to bring them to Alexandria.
Right. I didn't know that.
And he ended up losing his bag. I
forgot about that.
Yeah, he lost his bag and they found it and they said, "Holy shit, look what's in our backyard."
Yeah.
Yep. Like so, but with them, like you said, who knows if they really want that place? These people they seem like they love killing. You're watching these killing scenes. The person's obviously dead.
They're just, I didn't get that.
The guy with the axe is hacking limb off, one limb at a time, no legs, no arms. The other guy's got, he's just chopping someone's
He's just stabbing for no reason.
The midsection, like, these people are just killing to kill.
Brutal.
And, like, they're kind of doing wolves a disservice because wolves don't kill to just kill. Wolves hunt in packs, they kill to feed. They ain't eating the fucking people, so. Sorry about the F-bomb. We've been trying to keep it clean for our younger viewers.
It's a family-friendly show.
Damn it. Do we have a bleep out button?
No.
Not yet, right?
Wish we had sound effects also.
Could you do your...
No, I'm not doing it right now. Situation's got to call.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to do the with the disco nightclub air horn.
Hip-hop air horn?
Yeah, the hip-hop air horn. Yeah. Burp, burp.
We do that all the time at work.
Oh, man.
Good times.
Yeah, so we have Andrew who realized his slip-up. And that he's at fault for everything, and he kind of has that look on his face, like those memes. Like this is the moment.
The look on your face when you realize you did something wrong.
Yeah, this is the moment where Andrew realized he done effed up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he's just like, oh, I effed up.
Yep.
Not good.
No.
Yeah. So
I guess they're done recruiting people.
because you're going to be on the run.
But that's what Rick was talking about the entire time. He's like, you guys don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You don't know what you're doing.
And you got, and then you have people, well, obviously most of them are dead. Carter, he's dead because he didn't want to do or obey by Rick's laws or ways. And he wanted to make a change, and that didn't work out. Now you have Ron, who...
Back to Ron again.
Well, yeah, because he's such a twerp. He really is. If I was Carl, I'd just be like, dude, you
just need to grow a set,
you're
bro.
you're
Come on, bro.
Useless. You're like a paperweight.
Yeah.
Like, go away. What you gonna do is slow us down. Shane him. You know what? Keep Ron around.
Shane his ass.
Keep Ron around until you're in that predicament where you need to Shane him to get away.
Yeah.
That's how he's useful.
Yep.
That's what. See, I'm giving away my my plans, my future plans. But if you're a wussy and I think of you as no more than a paperweight, just know I'm keeping you around for when shit gets deep, and I'm gonna shame you.
Yeah.
Be like, I need you to hold this door. Just hold it. Yeah. That just like that. Pop.
Done.
Thank you for holding the door. They'll be right here.
Yep.
And then they'll all, fall on my paperweight, eat them,
and then you're gone.
I'm doing my little cardio routine. Yeah. I'm out of here.
Nobody's behind me.
I'm out of Dodge.
Having a great day.
So overall, though,
blown away.
Yeah.
By that whole episode.
100%. 100%.
Completely blown away. Where do you think that? Once again, I forgot her name.
Who's that?
Carl's Boo. Where do you think she went off to?
Man, I don't know. That girl I think she's half batshit crazy.
Really?
Well, she ate a turtle raw. So I'm pretty sure.
That just gives it away right there.
I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with her brain.
That just gives it away right there.
I mean, I think she really just needs to be by herself right now. I don't know. She obviously
I think that's how she wants it, though.
We got to learn that she watched her parents get eaten.
Yeah.
So that's got to be kind of hard.
Where do you think the JSS came from?
I don't know. Maybe something.
She did it everywhere. She did it before.
Well, she had mentioned
the bones. She did it on every single window that she and she was sitting in a car, and on every single window she would just write it.
Yeah.
Before she went into the gate, she wrote it on her hand.
Was it something that maybe her parents said when she was with her family?
Maybe as they
Did we miss something?
I don't think so. I tried. I went back and looked, and
yeah.
It
could have been the family motto in the zombie apocalypse is just survive somehow.
Just survive somehow.
I'm going to get that tattooed, right? No? Maybe not?
Just survive somehow.
Not so much.
And I hit the pause button.
Sorry about that, people.
Sorry.
A little technical issue. We've got big elbows.
Yeah.
So yeah,
my fault.
JSS.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was a family motto. I don't know. That's what I'm going with. Something maybe Dad came up with, or Mom.
What would Jesus do type
thing? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, zombie apocalypse. What would Jesus do?
He wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Yeah, praying's not working.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Things couldn't get any worse.
No, definitely not. And I think that's one thing that these people from Alexandria have just learned, that they've had it really well. Mm-hmm. They've been hidden from everything on the outside. Mm-hmm. The people who used to go on their runs, or whatever, if you want to call them runs.
One chick that actually, the doctor, she was a psychologist. She drove me insane. I don't know, because she kept saying that they didn't want her there because she was the closest thing to a doctor they had, but she had panic attacks every time. Either she would see the sight of blood, which is why she became a psychologist to begin with, because she wanted to be a surgeon originally.
Right.
And, yeah, so, and then she couldn't save the girl, and she had a meltdown after.
Yeah, it's just, number one.
What was that about?
Well, she didn't even want to do it to begin with, She didn't even want anything to do with it.
Out of the group. Out of the group. I mean, that's my opinion on that point.
Yeah. It's true.
I mean, you're sick.
Right.
She couldn't, you need help, and she can't, she's just oh.
She's I'm too scared. I can't do it.
No.
And she has to be told, make sure that, you do due diligence, and, you got to put something into the brain there.
Yeah.
Before she turns. And she, you know what? She didn't turn yet.
Have your panic attack alone. Just stab her in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
And, just maybe that chick will turn and then eat her. Mm-hmm. And we're okay.
We're good.
She learned her lesson. Don't be soft serve in the zombie apocalypse.
Don't be soft serve.
That's gonna be what
another T-shirt. Dude, we just keep coming up with these.
Don't be soft serve. I TM'd it. Don't even bother taking it. Don't even bother taking it.
You trademarked it.
I trademarked it.
I love it.
I'm
Don't
suing
be
you.
Soft serve
in the zombie apocalypse. Right.
Don't
do it. You're not allowed. You can't. If you go soft serve, you're just, and that's, you know what? I'm going to start the DSS acronym. Or DBSS. Don't be
soft serve.
Yeah. You're going to see shirts everywhere. DBSS.
That is fantastic.
What does that mean, bro? It means don't be soft serve. Yep. And then in the back it'll say, in the zombie apocalypse.
Don't be soft serve. So good.
Yeah.
So since we're on that.
Right.
I guess that will be.
Yeah, this is our
short one today, but we'll.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll the question that we have since you're sick.
Right.
You brought up a good one.
Yeah.
The question of the week.
Right. Your scenario.
Scenario Sunday. Monday.
Obviously, you're gonna have to deal with infections, with flus. Yeah, strains of you got viruses, bacteria, everything.
Salmonella.
Injuries, being cut. You went to the hospital this week to get only 3 stitches. He's okay. There's only 3
in
stitches.
my middle finger.
Yeah, his middle finger and knuckle.
It's been a rough week this week. Between cell phone stitches and
it's been terrible. So yeah, you're in the zombie apocalypse.
Let's rip these out on air.
Oh yeah?
No.
I'll so do it.
I'm
just
terrified.
to listen to you scream.
No. You know how long I stood outside not wanting to go in there, and I was talking to somebody on the phone, trying to weasel my way out of it.
Right.
No.
Well,
But
so yeah, I do. During that kind of situation, will you either try to find someone who used to be a doctor or a paramedic or a nurse? Anyone that was in the health industry.
Do you think you have enough skill to?
I could definitely stitch someone up. 100%.
Could you stitch yourself up?
Well, probably.
I couldn't do it.
It would be hard because you have to be able to tie. You know what I mean? You have to be able to put the knot in.
That's true.
But obviously, if I had to stitch myself, I'd have to do it in bigger spaces than if I was working on somebody else. But you would probably, to save material, you'd probably want to do bigger stitches and bigger gaps, just enough to close it. You know what I mean? But dude, my body has so many scars on it.
Yes.
And I have watched doctors stitch me up so many times that I could do it no problem. I'm like, you went to school for that? I learned after the third time I needed stitches. Like, cool. Pulled my own out. It's very easy to do. But I believe that, scavenging, pharmacies are probably going to be one of the hardest hit things. They're going to be just ransacked for, you name it, for antibiotics, for people who have, anything, high blood pressure, who knows, diabetes, people with, they're diabetics.
It's probably impossible to self-diagnose yourself, though, because then certain medications are for viral bacteria, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing.
So
well, here's the thing. I mean,
you need to know what does what.
If you have a virus, more than likely you can't take anything for it anyway.
So you just got to ride it out.
You got to ride it out, yeah. You take a couple aspirin to control the fever, whatever, this and that, fluids, blah, blah, blah. Bacterial, you see these people on the show, and it's just like, they're always full of blood. They have some kind of scratch or open wound somewhere. They barely shower.
Eating snakes,
turtles. Well, yeah, please.
Squirrels.
There's something always happening where there's, the body is being exposed to something. I know they're on the East Coast. They're down in Georgia area somewhere down there. So they don't really have the winters we do up here in New York. So they don't have to experience that as far as that goes, because I don't know what they would do if they got pounded with 3 feet of snow.
Imagine.
The only great thing is in the comics, the snow, the cold weather slows them down. So you can stay somewhere a longer period of time. You can kind of wait the winter out,
right? Knowing
that they're not as active. So, but I mean,
it's a good point.
I would have to say one of the main things, seriously thinking about it, besides water and food, it would be making sure to hit up and just houses, pharmacies, stores that had pharmacies, just ransack and just try to stock up on as much
of anything.
Yeah, anything. Who cares? Tylenol, cold and sinus, whatever. Just try to. That would have to be such a main staple. Just to have aspirin. It just needs to be there.
Yeah, and you have access to all the hardcore stuff. You can get your hands on penicillin or
right. Yeah, I mean, listen, doctors' offices have samples in them all over the place. I mean,
good call.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on. So just so the scenario is, are you educated enough to let's say stitch someone up, or can you, I guess, self-diagnose? Would you be able to take a pair of stethoscope and listen to someone breathing and be able to hear that wheezing in their lungs and fluid, be like, oh well, you might have onset of bronchitis or pneumonia or whatever.
I think you're the village doctor now.
Which doctor?
You're the doctor.
What am I drinking? I don't know. It's 18 different leaves I found, a couple berries.
So you're gonna have a lot of jobs, man.
Took some bird shit.
You're gonna have a lot of jobs.
Mixed it all together.
Not only are you leading the group, you're the muscle of the group. You're the doctor of the group.
Wait a minute.
What else can we get you to do?
I'm running out of hats.
Yes.
I'm running out of hats. I tell you what, I do not want to have to be
I'm a good second in command. I probably couldn't lead everybody.
I don't want to be a blacksmith. I don't want to have to.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, there you go.
I'll be the.
That's a hat for you.
Yeah.
There. See.
Yep.
I just the whole beating metal. Of the beating metal.
Now we're going to medieval times.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
That's the whole excitement of it all. You could have to. You might have to
be there all night.
Be on a horse jousting one day again.
Done the horse jousting. Just run.
Like this is how you fight war in the zombie apocalypse.
You know, they try to forge a suit of armor.
Yeah. Ran out of cars. Ran out of gas. Now you're on horseback. With an M16
and a knight's helmet on.
And a knight's helmet. Yes.
Riding through everything.
Oh yeah. Where'd you guys get all that stuff? Well, we went to the Natural Museum of History. We went to the Museum of History and we stole a couple of things.
Just a fun fact right there.
Didn't think anybody needed it. I got this really cool, shield.
Oh, dude, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
That would be the best.
So we're putting it on
another thing I didn't even think about.
Putting it on to-do list.
Yes.
We got to find the museum.
I'm coming out in Genghis Khan's full suit. Dude, I'm coming out. I'm coming out like Genghis Khan. And I'm pretty sure...
you like it.
Yeah.
It's just fur.
Yeah, fur everywhere.
Yep. Fur, a big furry hat with horns and shit.
I think the zombie would turn the other way.
Think so?
Yeah. It's Genghis freaking Khan.
Yeah. See, once again, the thought process for the zombie, not fully functional.
All right. Oh, it's a good thought.
It was, though. You never know. The zombie could just kind of look at you and be like, well...
I mean, it might scare people away.
This guy looks like a
badass.
That
dude's crazy enough to wear fur in the summertime.
That could be an issue, like in a lot of ways.
That's I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's good. Things just come to us. And this is all, as you could tell, 100% free balling it, so to say. We this is not scripted by any means.
Notes.
We are terrible.
Yes,
but I love it.
We're not terrible.
Great. People love us. So far, people love us. We might have just bombed horribly.
Yes,
but I don't think so. I think we pulled another one out.
Yes,
yeah,
out of somewhere once again.
Exactly. So there's your scenario. You're zombie apocalypse situation, and people are getting sick. People are getting hurt and injured. You need to, do you go out and try to find someone who used to be a professional in that area, or do you verse yourself in learning how to do that?
Mm-hmm.
So pick your poison. Hit us up. Let us know. Twitter, Facebook, email.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Beast Mode NY.
That's right. Beast Mode NY. Thank you for all your follows on Twitter.
Everybody on Twitter has been awesome.
Loving it.
Yes.
Facebook
even better. We got a bunch of followers and loyal fans on there.
Yes, 100%.
We hope to keep growing. But we can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody contributing.
Yeah. Can I do some shout outs?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to do some shout outs. Here's some shout outs. We have at Roxy Ann 2 Ewe? I think it's EWE.
And we just lost one.
Thank you for hey, listen, I can't be perfect on this, you know what I mean? We have at Lucille Negan 22. We have The Walking Dead Apocalypse. Thank you very much. We have at Mega Ran, at SV Bell, at Gun Joy website, which is he's pretty interactive, pretty cool guy. What's this one? I don't know.
Here comes another one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Emma, and I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. Not many Emmas out there that follow us. Thank you for the follow. The at is kind of hard for me to go at right now. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. At LA Horrorcom. What else do we have? At All Things Dead. Obviously, that's a Rick page. Mm-hmm. Thangs.
Of course. I mean, that was the Twitter, and we got everybody on Facebook. I'll just Jordan, Mikey, Cynthia, Ryan, Kenny, Matthew, Philip, Leslie, Robbie, and Emma, of course, who is
very
awesome.
Nice.
They always respond to everything.
Yeah.
Just can't thank you enough.
Yes, we appreciate all the support we get from you guys. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes.
And we hope to hear from you guys.
3 down.
3 down.
High five.
High five. There it is. We didn't want to go too loud, the microphone thing. So,
but we'll catch you guys next Monday again.
Yeah. Monday seems to be the day.
Yeah.
It's better after the show.
Yes, of course.
I hate speculating that much. Not a fan.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed the show and have a great week.
Have a great week.
Catch you guys.
Stay healthy.
Next week, stay healthy.
Get ready.
Yep.
Be prepared. Because we don't want to have to save everybody in this epoch.